Hello, fellow gamers. Cryptic Panther back with another rant. Back-to-back rants. This is a new one, folks. I don't think I've posted 2 rant videos of back-to-back, but it's happening. Insert crazy GIF meme. It's happening. So, let's come across this article in Kotaku. Meet a 19-year-old who has spent over $10,000 on microtransactions. So, we all know the controversy going on with loot boxes, microtransactions, pay to win models, all that bullshit that's been going on, and been on for quite a while. Not just Battlefront 2, not just the sports games, and not just Need for Speed that recently came out, but this has been going on for a long time. It's the mobile games is a huge issue, but. Listen to this. This is the article. I'm going to post it in the description if you want to go back and read it all. So it starts off with, at the height of the controversy surrounding microtransactions in Star Wars Battlefront 2, a Reddit user who goes by the name Ken's Gold posts an open letter to publisher EA and other developers in the video game industry. I am 19 and addicted to gambling. And we're not talking, like he doesn't go down to the local casino and he's gambling. This fella has spent over $13,000 US in microtransactions. $13,000. That's as you can buy a really, really good used car for that. In some instances, you could buy almost a new car, depending on what model car. You could buy a fucking car for that. $13,000. That's a lot of fucking money to spend on in-game microtransactions. And it's done this in Counter-Strike, Smite, and the Hobbit Kingdoms of Middle-earth over the past 3 years. So he's 19 now, so he's been doing this when he was under 18. And gambling is microtransactions, and some of these things are a form of gambling. Yes, there's a big gambling debate because, you buy something, you're guaranteed something, whatever. You're still risking your money on a hopeful, improved outcome, and not all the time you're getting an improved outcome from spending your money. Anyone that's ever, get a free in-game loot crate or a open chest or whatever in a game, you may get something really good, you may not. Play Destiny. Oh, I got an exotic engram. Guess what? I just got another fucking fighting lion. I got 5 of them already. At least you didn't pay for it. But that's the thing. You can buy a loot crate or a loot box or a treasure chest or whatever these things are called for real money and get nothing out of it because you may get an item that is no fucking good to you. So it's still gambling in my mind. But we'll leave that debate for another time. Actually, listen to the 4-player co-op podcast on it because it get heated. So this is mind blowing that game publishers, developers. Some developers are solely to fucking blame for this, but publishers and big money. I made that comment in my rant yesterday about EA about big money getting involved in ruining games, in my opinion. So Ken Gold, who asked that his name not be used, shared with Kotaku his bank statements and receipts proving he had spent over 10,000 British pounds or 13,500 US in those games I mentioned, the Global Offense, Counter-Strike, and all that shit. So he includes himself. He said because the microtransactions, they prey on a certain type of individual. He said include himself in the group. While he's legally as an adult now, he says the lure of spending money for rewards in his favorite game started when he was only 13 years old. The first was a browser city building game. King's Gold remembers being called Clash of Clans. I spent something like $30 on it, but I also was very young and actually no income whatsoever. So because he was only 13, didn't have a lot of money, he was still able to spend $30 on in-game microtransactions. And he says a year later he moved on to the now defunct The Hobbit. He said would release in 2013, a smartphone game notorious for repetitive grind and pay-to-win microtransactions. In it, players built a city by harvesting resources, buying armies, and earning upgrades, etc. I'm not going to get into the whole description of the game, but he spent a shitload of money on that. And it's just mind-numbing that someone could spend that kind of money. And it, in other words, it's an addiction. It's a fucking hard up. If anyone's ever been addicted to anything, and I tell you, I used to smoke. I used to drink a lot. I wouldn't call myself I was an alcoholic, but I used to drink quite a bit. I smoked for years. I smoked a lot. I don't smoke now. I quit. But I tell you, man, an addiction, especially imagine if you had an addiction where you spent money all the time. Yes, I know cigarettes and alcohol are spending money, but you spend, you buy a pack of smokes, you have a pack of smokes, but you're sitting there playing a game, and every time you press a button, every time you need to do something, you need to spend like money. It's to me that's a quicker spend of money than a pack of smokes or a case of beer or a quart of rum or whatever. But still, gambling and addiction is fucking horrific. So, and then we're gonna get down in here like CSGO. It's the gambling with skins. That to me is just disgusting. Um, I never get into the Counter Strike, the CS:GO, the skins. I don't get all that shit. I mean, you get a gun and you kill people with it. Why does your gun need to have a pretty skin? It shoots the same, does it not? I mean, cosmetic upgrades, they keep games going. They help pay for development, but it causes people with gambling style addictive personality to fucking bankrupt themselves. This poor bastard spent $13,000 on video games. Jesus Christ. Like, that just, it blows me away that game developers can sit back and put this type of an addictive gambling form in a video game marketed to kids and young adults. Yes, 18 years old, you're supposed to be an adult. That's air quoted because, fuck, at 18, I didn't consider myself adult. Fuck, I'm a lot older than 18 now, and I still don't consider myself adult, for fuck's sake. So I'm never going to grow up, man. But, like, it just boggles my fucking mind that the big bosses at EA and whoever runs counters is fucking Bethesda. Not what the hell is I can't even remember now. The ones that run Smite and Counter Strike and all this, they know what people do. They know that people are out there spending their fucking hard-earned money on skins for guns and everything else, and in-game microtransactions and pay-to-win models, and it's just feeding their bank accounts, and they're sitting back with with the fucking cigar in their mouth, the big devil horns and the flames behind them, and they're just laughing their fucking ass off at these poor bastards that are addicted to their fucking gambling models built into video games. I know this has been beat into the ground, but this has got to be an eye-opener. Like, seriously. Like, we've all heard stories about kids getting on their parents' iPhones, iPads, smartphones, whatever. I'm not going to single out Apple. But getting on those or having their own and then slamming down and spending a boatload on in-game microtransactions on their parents' credit cards. There's been cases of kids, using their credit card on other consoles and stuff and their Steam accounts and buying games and buying in-game stuff, whatever. There's all kinds of those type of stories out there. But to me, this is the first big story where I've seen. If someone else has seen what, you'll post it in the comments. But someone has finally come forward and proven that they're fucking addicted to buying in-game microtransactions. And they've spent, like I said, over $13,000 in fucking in-game microtransactions. How many fucking games can you buy for $13,000? How many consoles can you buy? How many computers could you build? Like, how much fucking, depends on what country you live in, how much healthcare could that buy somebody? So you got to put yourself in a position of someone who, this fella, maybe he's got a really good job. And I mean, he's allowed to spend his money how he wants. But he's come forward and saying he's addicted to this. It started at 13. 13-year-old kid he started with this, and this is where it started. It starts small like it always does. They give you a little taste. They give you discounts on purchases, and all of a sudden, bam, now you're paying full price for everything, and you're just fucking buy. It's like a fucking constant press of a button of, instant gratification. I can spend money. It's horrible. My wife, she plays a lot of games on her tablet and her phone and stuff. She plays all the free stuff. She doesn't play anything that costs money. Because the second that, you buy one or two upgrades or one or two rounds of whatever you're playing, it becomes easy. And that's the thing, like you buy one on sale or whatever, so you can play a little longer because you don't have anything going on right now. You're not busy. So I want to play a little more. So you spend money once, it's easy to spend it again. I've been there. I bought packs for a fucking MLB game. I was sitting there and I was like, I had some money on my account on PlayStation. I didn't buy a lot. I only bought a couple packs. But I was like, after I bought them, I'm like, why did I bother spending money on that? And I never did again. You know, um, it just blows me away that this in 2017 this has become the norm in video games, and it's becoming a trend, and it's fucking scary. And now that this has come to light, hopefully some game developers will stand up to their publishers and just say no. We're not making this game. We're not making this game. We're not putting this in their game so that you can fucking rob poor innocent people that have a gambling addiction or a microtransaction addiction. Is going to be a new fucking support group. I'm just so fucking fed up. If as far as I'm concerned, going forward, if games have a pay to win model at all, I'm desperately boycotting them. Buying in-game cosmetics, I mean, if you can buy them and that's it, and you're not trading in them and buying them and trading them like this whole thing is in CSGO skins and shit. Like if it's something you can buy, hopefully, someone doesn't get into buying fucking clown suits for their character. I don't know. I can't find an acceptable reason for microtransactions. I'd be more than happy to pay for download content and a season pass than fucking have the gaming community become nothing but a bunch of fucking addicts, and then they're all in support groups and not playing video games. So, as gamers, as game developers, as game designers, anyone who works in the gaming industry, from the guys at the low bottom making the 20-cent fucking mobile games to the guys making the fucking high-end AAA titles that have $million budgets, we all need to make a stand against this. It's the time to fucking stand up and say, listen, fuck off with your bullshit pay-to-win microtransactions that feed on gambling addiction, and let's make games fucking fun for everybody. And like I said, if we got to go back to paying for DLC and season passes, to me, that's a better fucking business model and a more fair business model for everybody than for everybody else to profit off people with gambling addiction. So anyone that got to put in a gambling addictive style function in their game, you can go fuck yourself.